combination of injuries and illness put paid to all but one WSL fixture last weekend. But fortunately, we are back with a full complement of action for you. Coming up, all the excitement from round 12 of the Women's Super League. The WSL's top two go head-to-head as Chelsea take on Manchester United at Kings Meadow. Looking to bounce back from last weekend's defeat, Reading face Arsenal. With Tanya Oxtoby on maternity leave, Matt Beard takes charge of his first game at Bristol City away at Everton. And Aston Villa make the trip to Manchester City. And the Academy Stadium is where we are today. Alongside me for this one, the former England and Manchester United goalkeeper, Siobhan Chamberlain. We'll be hearing more from Siobhan very shortly, but let's get straight into the action, shall we? Let's kick things off with a top-of-the-table clash between Chelsea and Manchester United at Kings Meadow. Emma Hayes' side go into this one off the back of a 5-0 thrashing of Reading last time out and know that they could displace Casey Stoney's side at the top of the table, a position that United have held since November.
Job well done for Emma Hayes and Chelsea. Second in the table, 3 points behind Manchester United, the league leaders.
We have to get everything right this week if we're going to come away with a win. There's a lot more to come from us, but we are winning. We're putting points on the board consistently, and we're in a really good position.
Talking you through this one, Karen Carney and Adam Somerton.
Well, this has to be the biggest game yet of what's already a compelling WSL season. A meeting of the top two, both unbeaten. Chelsea, the champions. Manchester United, the league leaders. Well, Emma Hayes has made 4 changes to the Chelsea side. They began their 5-0 win at Reading. In come Mjelde, G, Harder and the captain Eriksson. The 4 to drop out are Blundell, Ingle, Wrighton and Charles. Both Millie Bright and Pernilla Harder were recently named in FIFA's World 11 for 2020. Tobin Heath was Manchester United's sole representative in the FIFA Best 11, but she's been left on the bench today. Casey Stoney was named the WSL's Manager of the Month for December this week. Leah Goldson was the Player of the Month. G. Kirby with the layoff, and then Kerr looks to get it back and does. She's got Harder in support. Kerr might not need her. It's a great run and a good save. First sight of goal for the Australian international, Sam Kerr.
Yeah, it was brilliant play from Kerr, jinxing past 1 and 2 and got the shot off. Anything further wider of the post, either to right or left, and that's 1-0 to Chelsea.
And it's Kerr on the end of a fantastic pass, but she couldn't find the finish. 2 chances in the space of as many minutes for Sam Kerr.
He gets herself into the box, has to hit the target. It is on a weaker foot, but the quality of Sam Kerr has to do better, and a manager there will be thinking, oh, we should be 2-0 up in the opening 4 minutes.
Kerr's in behind again here, one-on-one with the keeper, but can't take the chance. Well, is this all going to come back to haunt Sam Kerr and Chelsea? They could easily be 3-0 up here.
The 2 centre-halves really high, and Sam Kerr's just exploiting the space. But take another touch, compose yourself, or you have to hit it with your left foot.
G. Chelsea looking dangerous here. Mjelde with the pass, and Kirby's forwards. And the goalkeeper stuck out a leg at their near post.
Flip round the corner for Mara Mjelde into Frank Kirby, and a nice little left-footed block out by Mary Earps.
Cuthbert with the ball in, and the header cleared off the line by Amy Turner. Another chance for Kirby, and off the post, and now it's turned in. It's Pernilla Harder for Chelsea, the champions in front at Kings Meadow.
Great ball in, and what Chelsea do is they keep the first ball and second ball alive. It's a great strike from Frank Kirby, and it hits off the post, rebounds out, and the first person to react is Harder.
Galton, Toon, back to Kirsty Smith again. James, you might have heard Casey Stoney there saying, get LJ on the ball. She's on it now, and she might hit this, you know, she did! And she scored! How about that? from Lauren James, and that's what happens when you get her on the ball.
What a goal. I said star quality, and this kid has got it all. Picks the ball up. She makes everything look so graceful and too easy. Gets a give and go. It's poor defending, but all about that finish. Opens up her hips and bends it in. Berger has got absolute no chance.
Will that spur the champions back into action? Manchester United have come back against Chelsea. It's G to strike one now, though, and it's fallen to Sam Kerr. And Kerr, saved by Earps, cleared by Millie Turner. What a game we've got on our hands here.
Well, that goal's woke Chelsea up, because this second half, they've been asleep. Another big chance for Sam Kerr. Too many chances today, and none of them have gone in the back of the net for her.
Oh, Frank Kirby could be in here. It's a lapse at the bat from United. Kirby! It's the woman in form. It's Frank Kirby for Chelsea. And the champions regain their lead.
And it's just come from a long, direct ball. I'm not sure what the defenders are doing, but you know what Frank Kirby does? She gets herself in, and it's a really good, composed finish.
Toon sliding in was Leupolz. Toon got to that, and now it's Lauren James. Galton getting forward in support as well. James might go alone. She did! She certainly got the plough in behind it, just not on target.
Nice little step over, hits it with the left foot. She'll be disappointed not to hit the target.
Well, we have speculated right throughout this game about whether Tobin Heath would be coming on, so I've noticed there she's not even wearing boots. Maybe she has got an injury. Amy Turner caught in the face there. Got to be an opportunity, this.
Yeah, last chance. Get the ball in the box, get everyone forward.
Well, plenty of red shirts forward. Earps with the ball into the box. The header's been won, and Sixworth's there, but so was Berger. And that's the last chance gone, and it's a really big 3 points for the champions. They are top of the pile, full-time, Chelsea 2, Manchester United 1.
We've had significantly more chances, and yeah, the game was 1-1 after 60 minutes, irregardless of what Man United does. So I'm trying to drive that in the team. It's a process. Yes, I've got quality, but you've got to put it together. I thought our game plan worked today. We had a very specific plan to nullify them and their threats, and I thought we did that exceptionally well today.
Now it's about believing that we can take something. It doesn't matter where we go, who we play against. It's that belief and mentality that we are at that level. And like I said, you know, Emma Hayes is a good manager and Chelsea are a great side.
Well, we were really looking forward to this game down in London, and it certainly didn't disappoint. Chelsea, the champions, knocking Manchester United off the top of the table for the first time since November. I know this one's going to be a bit painful for you, Siobhan, for your former club, but did the Blues deserve that for you?
If I'm being honest, yeah, they probably did. On the balance of chances and play, I think overall Chelsea just edged it. They had probably that little bit more cutting edge, and they were ruthless when they needed to be, and that probably got them the result.
Well, it was a brilliant advert for the game. So many chances, and no better advert for the game, surely, than that goal from Manchester United's Lauren James.
Oh, it was a brilliant goal. She's such a fantastic player, and it's great to see her back on the pitch. She struggled a bit with injuries recently, but here you see her. It's just impossible to get the ball off her. You see a 1 and 2 touch, commits Millie Bright too early, and then just curls it into the bottom corner. No keeper's ever going to save that, and it's great to see her out there enjoying her football again. And she's such a talent. She's so exciting to watch. It's exciting for English football and for Manchester United.
So Manchester United got themselves back into it, and talk about that being excited for English football. It was actually an English player that got the winner for Chelsea. What a goal from Frank Kirby, but I know you were a bit frustrated by the defending by Manchester United.
It was, and I'm sure Casey Stoney will be incredibly frustrated as a centre-back herself. One long ball straight down the middle, Route 1 football, and I think loads of people talk about playing out from the back, but you can simplify it as much as you want, and one ball back to front, goal, wins you the game.
Chelsea did get all 3 points, but it could have been by a bigger margin if Sam Kerr had taken some of her chances.
Yeah, I think Chelsea fans might be a bit frustrated, because you could have said after 10, 15 minutes, they could have been 4-1 up. It could have been an extremely high-scoring game to start with, and I think the more worrying thing for me would be if she wasn't getting these opportunities. She's getting herself into fantastic positions. She's just not quite got that clinical edge. Yes, it needs to come, and she's got a lot of talent on the bench trying to push her and make her score those chances and get our team ahead. But for me, to get in those positions is a promising part as well.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what Emma Hayes said post-match as well, that she's just pleased to see her getting in those positions. Well, now to see what happened here at the Academy Stadium in another game that could have a big bearing on the title race. Manchester City versus Aston Villa. No Gareth Taylor in the dugout for City. He is self-isolating, so Alan Mann was in the dugout. Commentary from Jane Ludlow and Paul Scott.
It is the away side, Aston Villa, who will be shooting away to our left-hand side. Manchester City, the home side, shooting away to our right-hand side. Manchester City looking to build something in the early exchange of this one. In behind seems is Kelly, and Kelly with a dangerous ball across, and that's the opening goal. We've only played 2 minutes and Manchester City are up and running. It's Lauren Hemp sliding in at the far post, and Manchester City take the lead.
You're seeing Jill Scott have the time to turn and play a really good pass between the backline players, and then obviously we've got Kelly sliding it across for a great finish.
Given away by Arthur, and Stanway comes forward. Stanway with the chance. Kelly will pick up the rebound, takes a touch and deflects wide.
You know, I actually thought she was going to hit it first time, but to be fair, it's a decent first touch and then good quality strike at the end of it, but not quite on target.
To Kelly with another opportunity. Hemp gives chase. That's a really good ball, that's a really good opportunity, and that's a really good goal. Jill Scott on the end of it, and Manchester City have doubled their lead.
Lucy Brown's great right foot ping, exactly what a player like Scott wants in the box, because Jill is going to beat most people in these situations.
Morgan. Lovely to Stanway, and the flag stays down, and Manchester City in behind again, and Manchester City have scored a third. Aston Villa are appealing for offside. It hasn't been given, and Stanway, who scored 2 against Villa in the reverse fixture, has scored against them again.
Look at the timing of her movement. Yeah, she's definitely onside. Great one touch, obviously, around the corner for her running onto. And then, yeah, she places it past the keeper. Look, good finish from Georgia Stanway, 3-0 Manchester City.
Slip from seams. Kelly has it. Good footwork by Chloe Kelly. There's the chance, and that's a really good save from Lisa Weiss.
Chloe Kelly does really well, pulls it back for Janine Becky, and good strike, but just as good a save there from Weiss.
Flicked on at the near post and flicked in. And Manchester City have scored a 4th, and from a set piece again. It was Chloe Kelly's ball in. And Manchester City are running away with this match before half-time.
Decent delivery, wasn't it? Near towards the near post, Lauren Hemp, it is again 2 goals for her. Fantastic game so far, but, you know, you can question the defending here. Somebody's got to attack that from a Villa perspective.
Picked up by Hansen. Loses out to Stanway. Stanway has Kelly to her right and White to her left. Scott to Hemp. Good touch by Hemp. On a hat-trick, Lauren Hemp, it's deflected, that's going to be an own goal. And Manchester City have a 5th. Lauren Hemp will want to claim it, but the last touch came off a Villa defender.
When she picks this up, her first instinct is, I'm going forward with this, and off she goes. You know, it's that change of pace, hard to deal with if you're a defender, and then she gets a bit of luck.
Well, it was Natalie Haig who got the final touch, the Villa defender. Larson gets the ball in, looking for Hales. Arthur with the shot. That's not too far away, and that's a chance for Aston Villa. Chloe Arthur, who turns out 26 this week. Not far away, and that is the closest that Aston Villa have come in this first half. As White gives chase against Asante.
Ex-teammates there, know a lot about each other.
Villa have played themselves into trouble. Hemp with the chance to White, and that's 6. Ellen White getting in on the act as well.
we've got the one-on-one situation here. Anita Asante strong enough to hold her off, plays it back to goalkeeper. You could question detail of pass, but you could also question a flat-footed goalkeeper as well. You know, she's got to be able to deal with that. And then obviously they haven't recovered quickly enough here, and Ellen White makes the most of that.
One back again, Stanway again. Kelly to her left. This is Kelly now. Parston Dow off the woodwork.
We've got 3 centre-backs on the pitch trying to deal with this attack now from Man City, and we're seeing Chloe Kelly facing up and Dow there going 1v1 and nearly getting a goal.
And Kelly has the chance, and Kelly has the goal. Another mistake at the back for Aston Villa. Lisa Weiss couldn't get it clear. Chloe Kelly capitalised, and Manchester City have 7. A tough day at the office for Gemma Davis's side. Manchester City running out 7-0 winners.
I thought the application, and I thought we were very clinical today, and all credit to the girls. They worked extremely hard, so really proud of the performance.
We simply didn't turn up as a group today, but ultimately for me I'm accountable for that performance, and we will ensure that moving forward we better what we do, and you see a marked improvement going into Reading.
Well, whilst all eyes may have been on Kings Meadow today, see how Chelsea and Manchester United got on, there was a statement win, as we just saw, from Manchester City, and someone who played a key part in that was the player of the match, Lauren Hemp. Lauren, you must be delighted with not only the victory but the manner of it today.
Yeah, definitely. I think the whole team, what a great performance, especially in the first half. We definitely were clinical as a team. I think possession, like with our possession, we could have been a bit better, but definitely the composure of the girls, and a lot of good goals were shown today, and I think it just shows we've had a great week of football, and the Dev girls have definitely stepped up to the first team, and it's a credit to them for coming in, working hard and earning their debuts like some of them did today.
A couple of goals for yourself. We're seeing your first one here now as well. You said before that was just a tap-in. It was put on a plate. It was a brilliant ball in though, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Chloe was incredible today. She put in a lot of good balls, and it's credit to her as well. She works hard and she gets some goals herself, and she does really well for the team. And I think everyone played their part today, and I think it really puts a statement to the league that we are still in the title race, and we do want to win the league, and we're going to try and score as many goals as we can. And sadly, we didn't do that in the second half, but I think our performance showed today, and we were still great.
One thing I want to ask you, the celebration, tell me about it.
Yeah, I think before the game, me and Jill sort of had this thing that if we celebrate, then I was going to pretend to sort of throw this ball at her, and she was just going to sort of be taken back by it. I think it's important as well to also have passion when you're celebrating, even though obviously the world we live in at the moment, you can't do your handshakes, you can't high five and hug, but it's still important that you can celebrate, and I think doing it in the right way is important at this moment in time.
Yeah, and of course you did score the header as well, could have had even more. But for you, looking at the team performance as a whole, it was probably a little bit even more difficult today because you didn't have your manager here, Gareth Taylor. He was self-isolating. How much did that change things, and how much does that show about the girls that you can put in a performance like that even without your manager here?
Yeah, I think it also shows in the coaching staff point of view. Like, we've got 2 great other assistant managers that stepped up today, and it just shows from the girls that we're all class today, and it's important that even though people are self-isolating, are away, that we still put in a shift, and a great team can still come out and put in a great performance. And I think it just shows that our team is very versatile, and people can play in different positions and things like that, and that we can still win these games.
Well, congratulations, Lauren, and thanks so much. Best of luck against Chelsea in the Cup in midweek. Well, there is still plenty more action to come on the Women's Football Show. We're going to now turn our attention to Arsenal, who travelled to Reading, who themselves shipped 5 against Chelsea last weekend. Commentary for this one comes from Matt Davies-Adams.
Hardy asking a lot of Aikeland, and she wasn't able to get there. Wasn't a brilliant touch from Kim Little, though. It was an even poorer tackle from Patton. It's the first time that Anna Patton has played for Arsenal since 2017. Joined the club as a 12-year-old. Number 8 just making her way to the edge of the penalty area now. And she's the target here. It was a good ball in. It wasn't her who touched it, but it's turned in for an early goal from Lauren Bruton. against their old club. Reading ahead with only 5 minutes gone. Little. Space was far side for Van der Donk. She's come right instead. That's an excellent run on the overlap. How's the cross? Chance for 1-1 here. Great save, Maloney, but the follow-up is tapped in by Meadow. And how predatory is that of Vivianne Meadow? And the league's leading scorer has her 12th of the season. Good header that from Beth Mead. Chasing her own flick on, she's done really well. She's taken Mitchell out of the game. It's a fantastic ball in as well. And Meadow usually buries those. That's an excellent ball into space. Meadow and Mead in the middle here. Ford is there too. On the flick on is just wide, saved by Maloney. Oh, collision there between goalkeeper and defender. Just as Rod was looking to profit, you can hear the yelps of pain. Well, Lina Warner seems will go straight to hospital. Let's just hope that she is not out for too long. Final score at the Medeski Stadium. Reading 1, Arsenal 1.
For the girls to bounce back like that was incredible, but first and foremost, I think we wanted to get a performance in and get back to the way that we know that we can play, and for us the result came with that, I believe, and I thought the girls were, from start to finish, were magnificent.
All credit to Reading. They pressed us very well. They showed a lot of energy, especially in areas where we usually find spaces and find gaps, and yeah, we just couldn't adjust, and obviously got the result we probably deserved.
Well, this one didn't go the way too many predicted it, I don't think, but Reading, good value for their point, Siobhan, and they got off to the perfect start.
Yeah, they did. I think Reading have had a little bit of an inconsistent season. They've been getting back into games and then not quite so well. So I think people probably expected after last week's result that Arsenal would get the 3 points, but they started fantastically, as you said, and this fantastic delivery from Emma Mitchell, and Lauren Bruton gets ahead of Vivianne Miedema. It's not necessarily where you'd expect to be back defending, but Grace Maloney on hand to save them the point at the end with a fantastic point-blank save.
I was going to say, how much did you enjoy that as a member of the GK Union? Yeah,
well, you don't often get the goalkeepers getting the hero status, but Grace Maloney's been fantastic for them this season. She's made some great saves, kept them in games at times, and made crucial stops at the right time, and that got them a point at the end of the game today.
Well, it was a crucial save in that game, and it could be a crucial result in the title race come the end of the season, with Joe Montemuro's side dropping 2 points there. Now, we've still got 3 more games to bring you on today's show, including a look at Ollie Harder's West Ham as he takes charge of the Hammers for the first time in a London derby against Tottenham. But before that, we're going to see Bristol City travel to Everton, and it is Matt Beard now in charge of the Robins till the end of the season, with Tanya Oxtoby away on maternity leave.
Faye Bryson, former Everton player, the Bristol City #2. She's lost out to Graham. Everton on the attack now. And it comes from Sorensen. And on the end of it is Izzy Christiansen into the roof of the net. Well, she was not going to miss from there, was Izzy Christiansen. Everton on the charge again with Sorensen. We got the cross in for the opening goal. In the same position again, finds Christensen again, and this time a really fine save by Haaland. Turner brings it forward. Cross comes in from Rasso, and Haaland fumbles it and is tapped in by Simone McGill. Nightmare for the City standing keeper from an unmissable position. This time Simone McGill makes it Everton 2, Bristol City 0. McGill wins it back for Everton, finds Graham. First touch let her down, tries to roll in Christensen. Can she get there? Oh, into the far corner of the net from Izzy Christensen's second goal of the afternoon, beautifully teed up. In comes the corner, all the way through and into the back of the net. Finnegan is claiming the final touch on it. It's finished at Walton Hall Park. Everton 4, Bristol City 0.
First of all, oh, and just turned over. Just couldn't quite get it on target, Lucy Quinn. Ayan. Good cross. And just couldn't quite get there at the far post. It's still there for Spurs, though. Squared back and in! Quinn scores! Lovely play from Davison. And then slotted in by Quinn. Leon will get there. Tees it up for Van Egmond. Great block. Leon's corner. Way at the near post. Back in by Pacheco and almost deflected in. Full time here in Dagenham. And it ends West Ham 0, Tottenham 1.
Triangle passing, chasing after the ball. This is a good hustle here by Bowman. Bowman streaks towards the penalty area, gets the shot away. Cagman tries one in towards the front post, and it's well gathered by Hannah Hampton. Ellie Brazil was trying to nip in there to get a touch. Slip there from Scott Green away. We'll have to go on her own here. Well, she's managed to find Jarrett. Jarrett with a chance. Hits the shot low. And it's saved by Hannah Hampton. Now McCarron. Clever turn. And she gets a shot away here. McCarron with a chance. Well, it was straight at the goalkeeper. Hits it sweetly. It finishes here. Birmingham 0, Brighton 0.
So let's have a look at the Barclays WSL table after round 12. Chelsea's big win against Manchester United sees them go top of the table on goal difference. United drop down to second. Arsenal are third, with Manchester City just 2 points behind them in fourth. And there's no change to the bottom two, with Aston Villa and Bristol City at the foot of the table. We're looking at some of those other results there, Siobhan. Everton needed a response after back-to-back defeats. They needed big performances, and they certainly got that from Izzy Christiansen today. They did. They had such a strong start to the season, and then they've had a little bit of a lull in the middle, and they needed a result. And Izzy Christiansen stepped up, 2 goals and an assist. Her work rate is phenomenal. She's box to box, and she gets her goals, and she definitely deserved 2 today. You look at her there, coming in late, coming in fast, and she did exactly the same for the second goal. Coming in, held her ground really well, and it's a fantastic finish. No keeper's going to be saving that one. Yeah, they did need some big performances. Good news this week that Govan is back now in training. They'll be missing her, or they have been missing her, of course. But looking at the overall picture in the WSL, we've been hamming it up all show about the Chelsea-Manchester United game. How big do you think this weekend could be in the title race come the end of the season, especially given the performance City put in, drop points for Arsenal as well? I think Emma Hayes will probably try and play it down a little bit, but Chelsea are definitely in the driving seat now. It was a big result for them. With that game in hand and going back to the top of the table, it's in their hands and it's now theirs to lose. Well, in a cold night in Manchester, that's all we've got time for on the Women's Football Show this week. My thanks, as always, go to Siobhan for joining us, and we'll be back again next Sunday. See you then.
And that's a really good goal.
Now it's turned in. It's Pernilla Harder for Chelsea. How about that from Lauren James? It's a lapse at the back from United. Kirby! And the champions regain their lead.